Well, hello. It is Wednesday night, and you know what that means. We laugh. How
What
is
do it
everybody?
mean?
We laugh. How's everybody doing tonight? Let us know you are in the room. Me and Kevin have survived. Jiho.
We
How
did.
are you,
We
Kev? Did you
did.
survive, baby?
Yeah. G-Ho was fine. Yeah, I survived it.
I'm glad you survived. I was just
Yeah.
telling Kev I gained 1 whole pound. Like, I just
It's no big deal. You can knock that out before you know it.
okay. Yeah, I gotta get back on it because being in North Carolina, I ate bread. Like when I say I ate bread, I ate the good bread. I ate the Bojangles biscuits bread. I had the nerve to have Chick-fil-A on Saturday bread. I just had all kinds of bread. However, there is a spot in Greensboro that has some real.
Uh-oh. What happened to Erica? Hold on a second. Let me see if I can get her back. And there's Brandon.
I don't know why I did that. I am so over this thing tonight. This whole computer. Hey, y'all.
Hey, Missy.
Hey, hey,
You back.
Stefan.
You back. Now what was you saying? You had some real good what now?
Seafood. You know where it was going. Had
Mm-hmm.
some fried corn on the cob. Some,
Mm-hmm.
some white. Ooh. Oh, but let
Mm-hmm.
me let me get back to why we here. How you doing, Brandon?
I'm good. How are you? Happy Wednesday. Happy hump day.
It seems like these Wednesdays be racing to us, don't it?
Listen, every time I turn around, it's Wednesday and we on this podcast.
We're gonna have to talk because by the time we get through the finale, we're gonna be at Thanksgiving. Kevin, do you work Thanksgiving Eve? You work
I
the night
do.
before?
Thanksgiving Eve.
So we're going to have to talk about it because it might be litty. Everybody might be in a litty place, but Kevin,
Oh,
he gonna be sitting there like, I'm working. But you know, he's in the business where it's work.
his
Hey, Sir
memory.
Trevi. Yes. So let's talk about this last episode of Housewives of Potomac. This was the end of their season.
Okay.
Where do
What
we
did y'all
begin?
think? I know I had a lot of thoughts. I feel
Uh,
like I had a lot of thoughts about Mr. Juan Dixon.
oh,
Go
but
ahead. Go ahead.
yeah, I was gonna say.
I am very disappointed that he waited to show up for real in the last episode and to be a little emotional about what she had to say about children. But I had to understand that he might be a private person. However, he not know who his wife is, or maybe they had a some sort of agreement that they wouldn't have real conversations about their lives. Like I was confused.
I just feel like we don't have the whole story. That's
Mm-hmm.
how I feel. I feel like it was chopped and screwed for entertainment.
Oh,
Yeah, because
is
I,
that
I
what
don't
you
see
think?
him. I don't see him storming off for just bringing up a subject that I feel like if you don't address it, then it could happen again.
Yeah, because I
Yeah,
thought she was talking about cheating.
right. But I feel like, oh, well, maybe was it cheating or was she talking about the kids thing?
She was talking about him not changing the children's diaper. Y'all know Tucker down here, y'all. He
Right.
like to
But then
show
is
out
that
right when
is
it's
that cheating or is that not being present? Because he was a professional ball player.
I thought it was
right.
more about not being present, but
Yeah, I don't
I
know.
mean,
So Erica's getting cheating. You and I are getting, not being
I mean,
physically
it
present.
was. I knew they were talking about being present.
Mhm.
But I also do remember he stepped out, right?
He did.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I just wanted to
Are
make
they
sure, but
synonymous?
I mean, because he did say, well, we're not going to talk about what Robyn doesn't do. And I felt like that was jacked up because he was talking about Robyn like a dog at the beginning of the season about her not getting out of bed, not her being functional, so.
Well, maybe that's what he was alluding to. Robyn not being, now she's not present. Is that what that means?
No, I just feel like he didn't want the conversation to make him look bad. So maybe he just didn't feel like talking about it publicly. Maybe he just didn't feel like talking about whatever it was on camera. That's how I took
Yes,
it.
He's already brought it up several times on camera, so I feel like that's unfair too.
He's sick of it though. Maybe behind closed doors he has said, "Look, I don't want to talk about that on camera."
But isn't that the same way Wendy felt every time they kept bringing up her relationship?
Oh,
I'm just saying.
The technicality of it all is coming out tonight, y'all. I mean, but I could tell I can just tell he is guarded. He's guarding his relationship. And, well, excuse me, not even his relationship. I think he's guarding who he is as a person. And it's valid, but they chose to be on a TV show.
13 years have passed. So is it a true, is it a true issue at this point? Or time has nothing to do with if wounds are still open and need to be healed?
Or is this something that she just wants to talk about on the show to keep relevant or to propel her into the next season?
I think so. I feel like it's he has put it behind him and he don't want to go back there. He don't want to bring it back up anymore. I got the sense of he didn't want to bring back up that topic anymore. So
yeah, it seems like they're very sensitive about it.
But what topic has she brought up this whole season? What has been Robyn's relevancy this whole season?
It's just been about her.
She's a cast member. That's how she's about. She's a cast member.
No, I get that, but how relevant is her casting?
She has hats. She has a hat business, and she's sidekick to Giselle. So that's her relevance.
The hat business. The show is her platform for the hat business. So.
And her hat business seems to be doing very, very well.
It's been sold out for months, right, Eric?
What does that mean? What's that?
You can't even go up there to order anything.
Oh, y'all trying to order it? I don't.
Christmas is coming. It might be a stocking stuff.
That's true. And we always need a little satin in our hats. However, I haven't seen one that has spoken to me personally.
And don't forget about the bougie box.
What? Y'all want me?
He's talking about us putting the candles and everything in the bougie box.
Oh, okay. I mean, that's an idea.
It is.
If it's available.
Right. If and when.
Right.
So yeah,
and to be honest with you, Stefan, I was wondering the same thing. Why would they want to have more children? I don't know their age, but I know we're in the 40s with them. And it's a little, having children after a certain age is a serious business. So I find it very interesting that they want to go this route. It doesn't seem like we don't know all the ins and outs of their marriage and what it looks like with their children. For me, I just see it as, why don't they just get like a puppy and continue to just live their lives?
A four-legged child. But you look at the source. Ashley brought up them having children. I don't think Robyn or her husband thought about bringing it up. I think they were kind of like taken aback by the whole conversation.
But didn't she bring it up before? Like, didn't she bring that up before they had lunch or dinner, whatever that was?
I thought so too. I thought they had talked about it prior.
Yeah, they did.
See, I don't remember that part.
And I don't have any qualms. I mean, people want what they want for whatever reason they want it. I mean, if they want kids, they want kids. I have no qualms with that. I mean,
that's true. That's true.
So,
I mean, I know I'm gonna be somebody's old mama. I mean, it is what it is.
What do they call it? You're gonna be a geriatric pregnancy?
I'm gonna be a geriatric mama.
old mama.
They're gonna be like, ma'am.
After 35, right? Or 36?
After 35. So they're gonna be looking at me like, ma'am. What are you trying to do? Ma'am. Oh, there go Johnny's. What are you trying to do? Hey Johnny's, how you doing, boo?
Johnny.
Hi, Johnny.
How you doing?
Welcome.
Hey, Brandon.
What's up, Johnny?
How you doing? We're talking about me being a geriatric pregnancy whenever that happens. Because Juan and Robyn would like to have a child. I just genuinely think, how did you all feel about his outburst and him leaving the building and him getting in his car and, that whole interface? How did you all feel about that?
I feel like their communication at home might play out like that as well. It doesn't seem like it was the first time.
Right. And I think they both seemed a little embarrassed. I felt like she felt embarrassed.
Yeah, I feel like they was kind of forcing it. I feel like he was upset because it seemed like she kept bringing it up for the show. Like, not like a genuine concern, but for like to talk about it on the show. And I think that he did not want to talk about it. Like, in that moment, he was like, why do you keep bringing this up? Like, why do you keep, like, basically, why are you bringing it up right now with the cameras on? You making me look like a certain way. And I think that was why he really did, had a problem with it and why he reacted the way he did.
Yeah. It was tough because I was like, listen, that seemed like he was not here for the combo.
He could have went outside and took a breather, but he peeled off.
If it was something that you didn't want to talk about, though, what else are you supposed to do? Sit there and talk about it, or
come to agreement? Agree to disagree.
If I don't want to talk about it, I'm getting off camera too.
I'm
like, oh, that's what you want to.
Oh, you're gonna do like
Wednesday? But to your point, Kev, no, because Kev is all about production. So I would think that he knew that this could happen. But again, at the beginning of the season, when he was talking about how lazy she was, did you see Robyn get up and storm off?
Not at all.
He was telling the truth.
Doesn't matter.
But she had that, y'all. But she brought that conversation up about 2 times on this one episode, and I think he was like, "Why do you?"
He was just like, "Yeah."
But in that setting, they were by themselves. When she brought it up the first time, they were in front of an audience. He didn't get up and storm in front of Ashley and her husband, so that seemed to be the more appropriate time to get up and storm off, right? In my opinion.
We don't know how.
We already talked about it and why you keep bringing it up. That's what I took it as.
But I don't think it was any resolve. It was no confirmation from him after she brought it up the first time. Oh, I won't do it again. Oh, I'll try to be more present. Oh, I apologize. I didn't see any of that. No empathy. It was just like, oh, okay, we talked about this before and it's been 13 years ago. Next.
That's true too. That's true too. It sounds like he's just not here for the conversation. Like he didn't want to hear what type of person he was at that time. Like I've never had children, but however, I cannot imagine being the only parent with these 2 children, 18 months apart. And because she kept saying, you never changed the diaper. I don't know about y'all, but that is a heavy accusation for somebody who's a parent. I would be concerned. Me personally.
And then when he got in the car, he was like, why do you keep bringing this stuff up? You never talk about what you did, in the 13 years we were married. I really think that he's kind of really tired of just sound like beating a dead horse. Like, why are we bringing this up right now? I think that's what his point of view is. I'm not saying he's right in that, but maybe if he's feeling this way, then maybe she shouldn't bring it up in front of the cameras. It's definitely something they need to be talking about when they're not filming.
Well, maybe they're trying to come up with their own spinoff because ultimately they're trying to get married. And if you're going to marry me, we have things that need to be resolved. I don't care if it's in front of the camera or not. It's not about the camera and the lights and the action. It's about us being, productive, Black excellence, as I would call it. So,
well, if that's the case, then why you waiting to bring it up on the show then?
Spinoff ain't now none of this was good enough to be spinoff work. Now, come on now.
Idea.
Come on now.
Idea. Look,
I don't think
I was about to say it's gonna be dry.
We not wasting no. We not
because he seemed like he barely want to be on the show.
Right. I don't.
Speaking of dry,
he barely want to be on the show.
Karen's 25-year nuptials were a little dry too.
It was very boring. Thank you, Brandon. It did not give me the life I thought it was gonna give me. I'm sorry.
I don't know. I don't think we were gonna get what we thought we were gonna get from it, but the wedding planner, decorator, what have you, I am cool with her. She is my line sister Silver's good friend. And I inboxed her before we got on. Like, oh my gosh, girl, I did not know, Tanya. I did not know that she was the planner for this event. So we're gonna have to pull her in and see what the drop was, because
I think it was beautifully executed, but it just didn't give anything for me. I think even the venue, I think the style of dress for some of the cast members, I thought it was awful for a wedding.
Yeah, I don't know. What were y'all expecting? Were y'all expecting much? I mean, I don't know if I didn't go in expecting. I didn't have high expectations for being entertained with Karen's. I mean, I know it was going to be visually.
It's the ambassador of Surrey County, absolutely. I expected, pomp and circumstance, and it was a little lackluster for me.
Because it was a renewal.
It was very old. It was a retirement party or wedding. That's what I kept asking myself.
But they're the seniors on the show, right? Karen and
wait a minute. He Karen is a senior. Yeah, Karen is
in terms of her castmates. Yeah, they're the seniors on the show, right? Yeah. So I don't know. I didn't go in with heavy expectations for something to be so entertaining. I knew, it was going to be their speed. Like, so I wasn't expecting. Like
Stefan said, it was the final episode. Like, come through, Karen. I was just expecting, and then Macy Gray, y'all.
Okay, all right.
What was going on? What was going on?
Okay, now I'm not gonna lie, Macy girl. I know everybody likes what they like.
Yeah, because I like her.
Oh,
I don't believe you. Please pull out your phone and show us Macy Gray on your playlist. Macy, when she sing, it just kind of messed me up because I don't know what I'm hearing.
I think Karen just wanted to have a stardom there, a little stardust, and Macy Gray was one.
Yeah.
I have no qualms with it, Stefan. I have no qualms with it. I like the spirit that.
Was she drunk or was she just being herself?
Look, I don't know, y'all, but if I make it 25 years and that's all y'all getting for me, they could have just took a trip somewhere, took a nice trip or something, because that was a waste. I'm sorry, that was a waste of money.
Karen spent all her money on her 2 dresses. Stop playing with me.
Honey, listen.
Stop playing. And since we're talking about dresses, what was Wendy giving?
Too tight.
Too tight.
Yeah, it was.
She was
too tight.
She was about to bust loose.
She was just tight. She couldn't sit down. I'm like, girl, you did not. Either you ordered it from Waywear somewhere and forgot about your new measurements. I wouldn't have worn that dress. At the end of the day, I still have to be comfortable. Like something. And speaking of,
she still was best dressed, tight and all though.
But look, speaking of comfortable, what did y'all think of Giselle's tennis shoe with her champagne dress and her boots?
I liked her dress. To me, I like what Giselle had aside from the shoe, but I understood that she couldn't wear a heel.
Yeah, I liked her shoe was fine because
she could have had a champagne colored tennis shoe. She could have had something else other than a black based tennis shoe with rhinestones of many different colors. I was confused. I was like, wait a minute now, girl. That don't even matter.
I mean, it gives her house.
Wow. It's been 3 minutes of just straight Shaderama up in here. Okay, it is just.
I mean, it looks pieced together, and she just wanted comfort and affordability, and that's what it gave.
Do we have a problem with that? Do we have a problem with it?
No, I mean, do what floats your boat. But I'm just saying, what don't work for others may work for some.
Yeah, I mean,
look, Erica and I would never say it like that.
The best I've seen Giselle dress is her Halloween costume.
Playing Vanessa Williams, right?
Yes.
Yeah, right. And she wasn't even being herself then. So check that.
Yeah, this is really bad. This is really bad.
Woo, child.
Well, I just go on the record and say I like the champagne dress. And I understood the shoe. Whether or not I liked it, whether or not it went with that, I understood that she couldn't put on no heels. So I didn't have high expectations about the shoe. I was surprised to see her in such a nice looking dress. To me,
if she would have put on an orthopedic shoe, you would have been okay too.
Yeah,
it depends on what I'm hearing.
Well,
are you hearing it?
Hey, y'all, I'm mad she walked up them steps for that drink, but she couldn't walk downstairs to go to the bathroom.
Ooh, come through, Johnny's. We drinking the same Kool-Aid tonight.
I think y'all drinking a lot tonight. Y'all are burning it up.
That's an interesting observation. I didn't realize that, but yeah. But I was hot with her about the whole bathroom thing too. If you gotta go, you just have to figure it out.
The person with the shorter dress on, which was Ashley, she looked like she just threw some on.
Oh my god!
Yeah, I didn't really like Ashley.
She went to Macy's and went to the teeny prom section.
No, she went to Fashion Nova Fit and got a dress.
Oh, that dress was seriously giving me JCPenney middle school prom collection. Like that's me. That's what it was giving me. It was giving me
a high school rewind dress that she had in the car.
Yeah, it wasn't giving me 21 and up. It was giving me 17 and crazy. Let's do this,
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Well, I felt like her dress.
We're gonna have to have Stefan on here one day, honey. The read might just be too crazy for me.
I didn't personally like Ashley's choice of dress, but I felt like it went with her personality. I expected to see Ashley in something like that. So
that's true, because Ashley is just she's delayed in her knowing who she is fashion wise. She's delayed.
Or I think the women may have had
she doesn't have a style. I won't say she had a style.
What were you saying, Brandon?
Had a conversation about the venue, and so I think they dressed according to what the venue was given outside.
I don't think so. I just think you either have it or you don't. And for example, Mia, she's just always giving you what is needed to be done. Usually Wendy is okay. It's just her dress was too tight. So let's talk about the little demon child, Candace. I will
demon
give
child,
her,
really?
Yeah, she is.
This episode proves that
she don't know what to
Candace is just trash, but then Ashley's husband Michael is trash. Like they're the same in their relationships. Like Michael was he and Han and wanted this and wanted that. And then you got Candace randomly starting it off with her husband. Like I just felt like it was too much. And for her to even say about Ashley's marriage, saying that her husband is just this and that, I was like, girl, your husband you don't deserve your husband.
Yeah, because he's always having to calm her down, pep talk, pull it to the side, and she's always like losing it, spazzing out. It's ridiculous.
She just went off. She said, "Get the F out of my face."
For no reason. It was like at a wedding. Nah.
And then to say that to your husband, like I've never been married, so I don't know, Johnny's, if you ever get it in your spirit to cuss Nick out in public. But I just felt like what she said to him was just way too over the top. We like, listen, we're not having that here.
No, I told y'all that before. I feel like you shouldn't talk to your spouse that way. But I would say not that situation, but the situation at the table, I think she was upset because she felt like he was basically giving in to Michael. And I felt that way too. I felt like, I don't know, I really don't care for Michael. Michael, you could tell that he feels like he's better than Candace's husband and Candace. Like, I'm better than y'all, bow down, and it is what it is. And I felt like in that moment, she didn't want him to bend, and I felt like he did. And it was almost like she looked at him in that moment as like a punk. Like, that's how I took it. Like,
as a what now, Johnny? What's it called?
A punk. A punk.
Is that?
Why are you giving in to this man? He don't mean he think he's better than us.
Can I ask you?
Is that not how y'all say it?
No, say it one more time.
That's how I say it. A punk. A punk.
Hold up, but no, I feel like he was trying to explain himself, but Michael was over talking him the entire time. And so that's when Juan tried to intervene. If Juan wasn't there, they might have went to blows again.
Yeah, at one point, who's gonna to Stefan's point?
No, I felt like
who's gonna end it? Like, how is it gonna end? You know, who's gonna be mature?
Trying to end it.
It's not ending. It's not, because even when
it's a complex.
Even when my husband was talking to Michael, it was like, I apologize to you, man and man. He kept saying, "Oh, well, your wife." Well, that's what my wife did. What that got to do with me and you and I? Like, you keep bringing that up. Like the same thing with when he told Ashley about, oh, congratulations on the baby. Oh, well, your wife. That had nothing to do with that moment. Like, I feel like they keep bringing up Candace, but they're gonna have to get over that. It is what it is.
But think about it.
Either you gonna like him.
Candace and her mom have a relationship, and then her and her husband, it's not the relation, the triangle that they have created is not working anymore. And Candace finds herself in the middle. She don't know whether to cling to her mother or to her husband, and it's a little bananas right now.
I'm really surprised to hear, like, not Janice, but Erica and Brandon. I'm surprised that you have animosity towards Candace this episode, because she was not even in the argument. She left. So what's the problem this time? She didn't get in the argument between Michael.
No.
It's how she was treating her husband. Yeah, she was
okay. So
that is
he didn't have no qualms with it. So
he actually did.
He did. He said, "When you gonna do me?"
I feel like he was something.
Yes, he did.
Oh, wow.
He said,
right.
Yes, they were not okay.
Were we not watching the same show? He was upset, and Candace was rude and nasty.
I feel like he's used to that. It's no big deal.
No,
I told y'all the last time we talked about how the dynamic between Candace and her husband, I have heard much worse.
But that's you.
That
don't mean it's right. That don't mean it's right.
It doesn't mean it's right. Yes, you are.
I'm not saying it's right. I'm just saying it doesn't move me like it's moving y'all, because I've heard worse. Like, it's no big deal. Like,
so if you're in a relationship with somebody and they talk to you like that and dog you out in front of people, you can be okay. We go and as your friends, we're supposed to clap about it.
First of all, I'm not going to be in the relationship.
But why?
Because I'm not, because that's a whole nother issue on its own.
My
God. I like being out here singing like a Pringle. You know that. No. So first of all, we're not even, go ahead.
Hold on, Kev. Now you're being contrary or contradictory because when you said Robyn and Juan was having a conversation and they were just talking about him not changing no diapers and stuff like that. And you were saying if you were in his shoes, you would have left too. So are you?
But listen. That's not exclusive to a relationship. That's with any. If it's something I don't want to talk about, regardless of being in a relationship with anybody, if it's something I don't want to talk about, and you have brought it up multiple times, I'm just not going to be, especially on camera. If you talking about something I don't want to talk about, I'm just going to leave. That's what I'm going to do.
So you feel that that's worse than her telling him to shut the F up and get out my face? You feel like that was not more significant than the baby talk?
Was it disrespectful? Yes. Am I bothered by it? No, because that's their dynamic.
I'm gonna be frank. Actually, I'm gonna be Brandon. Candace has been disrespectful the entire season, so no, she's not getting a pass from me for nothing she does. I have a magnifying glass on everything that she's doing. You're absolutely right.
That makes sense.
Let's back up. You said a few things about walking off, and it doesn't matter what type of relationship. When you're married, there is no walking off. Where you walking to? Home? Guess what? I gotta meet you there.
That's why I'm married.
You know what I'm saying? So
because I'm walking.
Juan can leave all he want. He can blow smoke. Guess what? At the end of the night, unless he packing his bags and going somewhere, they still gonna be right up in each other's face. I'm just saying.
Right. But I just think Juan's situation was he did not want to do that in front of the camera, and he was just trying to get out. Like, let me just go because you keep bringing this same old stuff up. But as far as Candace talking to her husband is like that way. Was I surprised that came out her mouth? I'm kind of like Kevin. I wasn't surprised, but was it wrong? Yes, it was totally wrong. And she should have never talked to him that way in public or behind closed doors. Like,
well, what makes it a surprise or make us probably struck by it is that he's talked to her so many times about taking the high road and calming down and not speaking your mind every time. Like, how many times does somebody got to say that to you? It's like she's not getting it.
Yeah, I feel like
it's who
her
she
man
is.
That's fine. He need to leave her.
But they're yin.
But he married her.
Yeah, he married her.
They're yin
yang. Is such thing as separation and divorce?
Yeah, it is.
No, I'm saying if he married her, he knew she was that way before he married her. Nobody just start acting like something else overnight. Like,
right,
it was signs. They were red flags. He knew who she was.
Man, he don't give a damn. So he's still with her. So
I don't know how long that's gonna last.
Right. The way everybody else is looking at it, it's very questionable. Very questionable. But
did he seem bothered to y'all when he his reaction did not seem like did you just say that to me? It was this is another day.
Yeah, another day. Yeah, that's why I wasn't moved. I was just like, okay, all right.
I think it's pretty sad. But to your point, Maurice, you said if someone has apologized, you keep bringing it up. If we're talking about the situation with Juan and Robyn, I didn't hear an apology. I heard him say, I have changed diapers. Like, he didn't say, you know what, my bad. Maybe I did do this because I was on the road, whatever. It just sounds like he was completely rejecting everything she said and was like, I'm not trying to hear it either. Like, because it's 13 years later. It's like, get over it. Yep. Versus sometimes you're not going to get over stuff until somebody addresses it.
But I do feel properly. Like he has apologized at some point. I think he's over apologizing.
Did he apologize? Did she say he's over apologized?
It just hasn't been on camera. Yeah, I believe we don't know. 13-year span, there has been an apology at some point. I can't say that. I do.
I feel like if there was an apology, there's nothing to bring up.
And that may be where he's coming from.
Like, there's nothing to bring up if there's an apology.
But do y'all really feel like she want a child? I feel like she keep bringing it up. I don't really think she wants another. I don't think she wants another child.
No,
I think that's why she continued to bring this stuff up to just kind of like, well, if we have another child, she even said she told Giselle he had to be what, super mom or basically like the mom. So what are you gonna do? Are you gonna be the dad? I mean, like that's what I got from it. So I don't know. It just seemed like she may not want a child.
Ooh,
why is she getting consult from Giselle?
Oh, but let's talk about your Aunt Karen's comment right here. Juan is not vested on the relationship, the family, maybe the relationship. No, it's something about them that is very odd. It's like they repel.
Yes, they're disjointed.
They repel.
It doesn't. It's like
you think so?
Yeah.
There's no intimacy. There's no let me hug you, let me kiss you. It is we just in the same house together. Like there's
we roommates.
Listen, I need Stefan. Thank you. Come on. Come on.
But come on, y'all. Really? If it's been 13 years, why do we need to apologize?
Right.
Listen, certain things, some people from my past, I walk past it. But then if we have a chance to talk about it again, I will bring it to the table.
Before the apology, they need counseling.
You're right.
Forget the apology. I want to see the breakdown of the relationship and where they both went wrong.
They odd. Robyn, I think they're just two beautiful people who are odd. They are two beautifully odd people. Robyn is just one. They just look good, but what are they bringing to the table for their family, for their
This
kids?
is the nicest that you have been to Robyn this whole time.
I think she's pretty. I think she's pretty. She's built funny.
Funny as in hilariously? Is that what you mean? Oh, okay.
No,
but I just feel like
Ashley called like Candace called Ashley wide.
No, I don't think she's wide. I just think she's unique, like really unique. They both have very dry personalities. It's something like I could never be in the same house with them. I feel like I would be bored.
I feel like I'll be yawning uncontrollably.
Yeah.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. Like nonstop.
Y'all don't think so? Y'all don't think so? Thinking of being in the house with them, it would be odd.
Yeah, I can't imagine. I can't imagine.
I feel like their children are their excitement. Take that away, and what do they have? Because I mean, once the children grow up, you still got to hold on to something, right?
Right.
You got to remember what brought you together. Yeah. So. Mm-hmm. Same thing with Giselle. She living through her daughters at this point.
This whole life is just.
Well, Giselle said that she was dating. She said she was dating.
No more.
No more.
Well, I know at the end of it. I know on the last title card they said that she's not dating anymore. But
did she say the man was 35 years old?
Yeah.
So I was wondering, with the news and stuff we have around here, I forgot the dude's name. I think the last I seen him was on Fox 5. He was on WPGC. He was the skinny Kappa dude. And he looked like he a little short. I cannot remember his name. And he has a very deep voice. I feel like maybe that's him. Because there ain't nobody else on TV around here that would meet that criteria. So I think it was him, but still, like, I think when Giselle
was 35. I already knew it was going to be over before it started.
So, do you all think it's okay to date younger men?
For women,
and then expectations of people
for like if she for Giselle being who she is it okay for her personality?
I think the pendulum for me swings 10 years plus or minus. So. At Giselle's age, someone 35 is beyond that. So that means I wouldn't date somebody 10 years younger than me. That's a no.
Wait a minute. So, how old is Giselle?
She's in 50. Her 50s. So she's 53.
50 or 51. Oh, she's 53. Like because 50, I know for me.
Yeah.
I asked that
question. To be 50 something.
But she does.
Yeah, she
but
do.
I don't
good,
think she should be dating a 35.
Your looks.
Yeah.
Maurice, what's the age difference? Go ahead, Cap. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I don't have a problem with dating outside of your age range. I mean, opposites attract.
But how many years?
Right. That's almost a 20-year difference. Well, yeah.
Right.
I wouldn't do 20 years. 10 is
It'd be different if she was still like in her 40s. I mean, she's in her 50s.
It's a 10-year
difference. Already had 3 kids that's grown. Like, I feel like it depends on where you meet them in that age, in that life. Like if she was maybe in her early 40s, then maybe yes.
It's doable.
But
yeah.
I don't know.
See,
is it because you feel like they don't have anything in common? The age difference? Is that
the maturity?
And the wants and desires are different. A person in their 50s versus a person in their 30s are totally different.
That is night and day.
Yes, different life experiences. The 50-year-old has already checked a lot of boxes that the 30-year-old is still trying to check.
Yes, because if I go 10 years
work, but what's the possibility? Is really
you saying it's unlikely? It's unlikely.
Yeah, basically.
I mean,
yes.
I feel like I can date me a pawpaw, but they don't want to be having no more kids.
I was trying to put some pawpaws on you this past weekend. Remember?
So basically, y'all want a Karen relationship?
No, because I feel
that's
like
what it's given. You know.
So yeah, because I was asking the question more so.
Karen was younger,
yes. Yeah. So I was asking y'all the question more so from the likes of like Giselle, for the initial question, but then I turned it on myself real quick. I know I attract younger men. I attract older men, but when I say I attract younger men, it is starting to worry me. Like they legit try to holler. Like I know a few in their 20s, and that is just not okay.
Are these men that know how old you are though? Because you could just give out 20. Oh, they do.
But if they're in their late 20s, Erica, what's wrong with that? If somebody's
no,
29, what's wrong with that?
No.
What the people don't know is she attracts the Pythagorean because you attract pawpaws too. You do.
I attract pawpaws and I attract babies and pawpaws. I'm very disturbed.
I don't feel like the age matters. I feel like that's the least important thing that you should worry about. As long as you are into the person's into you, that's all that matters.
So age ain't
it's hard, but it's hard. You got to get you one that's really mature. If you date a younger person,
I think it got to be mature. It all have to align.
Because in my mind,
it's a lot of factors too. Like, do you want to have kids again? I mean, say if that 35-year-old never had kids, and then Giselle is not having no kids at no 52 years.
But she already got her kids. She already got her kids.
Yeah. So I mean, it had right.
Yeah, you got to think about that.
Or if you want to move, do y'all see Giselle moving? Like, I feel like when people are that older in age, it's not that much flexibility. And when you're in a relationship, like a new relationship, there's a lot of flexibility that needs to be, had for the relationship to work.
Yeah. And it's a lot of, to me, I feel like an older gentleman should know certain things. I feel like they do, but it depends on the person, the level of immaturity. It's at different levels at different ages. Because I know some men who are in their late 40s going into their 50s, and they are just stuck in this weird zone, no children, have been single for a long time, just living it up like they're 25, and it's amazing to me. Then there is the actual 28, 29-year-olds that act as though they are ready. But they have a Rolodex of women they're trying to entertain. It's too much. It's just too much. But I think it depends on the person. You never know what could happen. So Maurice, since your birthday next week, you probably should just come on up here and join us. Or do a story time for us. One of the two. You got to think about it. Think about it.
So earlier this week, I was sent something, and it's kind of speaks to women and men's relationships. Do you feel that women who have been independent for so long can be a little pushy? People that have their stuff together, they're very detached from men. They don't know how to allow a man to come in and be wear the pants in the relationship. Do you feel as if that could be a problem? Or she develops like this alpha male complex?
Erica?
Wait a minute.
I was waiting on my girl Janice to say something, but I just felt like everybody was waiting on me to say something.
You feel attacked? I'm
attacked.
Okay.
No attack.
I was gonna say, I don't feel okay. So if we're talking about just in general, I feel in general that could happen, but I feel like it depends on the dynamics. Like I feel like, if we're talking about Erica and her situation where she has two beautiful parents at home, like she see how a relationship work, things like that. So yeah, you may have to be that every day, but I feel like if you have a good example of what a woman, what a woman is like in a relationship, and when a man is like in a relationship, and you have those examples, I feel that you will carry that over into your marriage, regardless of if you're this powerful woman or not. I feel like a lot of times when that do happen, it's because the women did not have examples. Like they didn't have those examples in the household. So, that's my point of view on it.
Somebody got the static. Hold on, let me see something. Hey, Johnny's, can you mute your mic real quick? Let me see something. Ooh, and it's getting real good. Hold on, let me see something. Ooh, who was that? Kev, did you push something?
I moved my phone.
Oh, well, hello. All right. Okay.
Yeah, sorry about that. Sorry, people.
Yes. So, for me, I feel like there are a lot of women who are in fact domineering, and it is because me. I explain it all the way from the rooter to the tutor. We came up in the era of there was a lot of single moms. Those single moms had to do everything. Even if your mother wasn't necessarily single, women have just taken on this abundance of power and work, like they just had to do, especially let's say if your mom, auntie, grandma, whatever did have a husband, he might be gone all day, and the woman has to call all the shots to maintain the home. If and Lord forbid if that the father had passed away, or Lord forbid if the father went to prison or not, the mother had to step up and to be the everything. And I feel like the evolution of the Black woman has been to go get your degree and or go work hard so that you can make it for yourself, be your best self. Even if you are married, like for example, Janice is her best self, despite being married. So I feel like some women may take that to the bridge, right? Like they'll get with a guy and be like, I'm making this type of money, I'm doing these type of things, what you doing? I don't think that it has to be an attitude like that towards gentlemen, because you don't want them to feel less than or anything like that, because they could be amazing, they could be making their own money, like you don't know. So I feel like you have to approach it a certain type of way. So I mean, some women are just, I think some people in general are dominant, period. There are people who are dominant. There are some people that are not. But when it comes from a woman, I know as a whole, it's not viewed as the best thing in the world, because in society's eyes, we're supposed to be dainty, quiet, give a man. I've had a couple men say, just give me my peace. And I'm like, everybody wanted some peace. What you talking about? Now, you could easily drive me crazy, but you sitting up here talking about men, they clinging on to the thing, give me my peace. But if you out here acting up and you don't want to hear the truth about yourself, I think it's cute how they're using that as the excuse. But I get it. But you acting like you doing the world, boo. But you gonna hear about it if you not. Right. And if that's not peace, then you need to be with somebody who's not gonna tell you the truth. But that's just me. That's all I got to say.
Okay.
I
just wanted, your spiel on that, and thanks for the perspective and insight.
Yes. Just I just feel like people are just clinging on to things. Like, I know a gentleman who's been trying to get with me for years, respectfully. He hit me with the peace thing too. And I'm just sitting there like, of all the people in the world, you can't say that to me.
Peace meaning what though? Shut your mouth? Is that what it means?
Yeah, okay. It's like shut your mouth. If you to give me peace, you need to be quiet. Don't complain.
shut your mouth. Shut the fuck up. And be crazy. Like what Candace said.
Like one guy on Hinge, he was like, he wrote in his profile, Sundays are made for football. Cook for me, and just let me let me be at peace. And I just looked at that like, that is somebody I wouldn't want to date. Because you're coming into it with a mindset that it's just not for me. It's very much cook for me, be quiet.
It could be,
let me do my thing.
Sundays for him could be sports, sex, and food.
Yeah, that's all right. I was waiting for him to put church in there, but since I didn't see that, I was like, he not for me.
Come on, Bishop. First lady.
I'm like, yeah, it's a lot of people sit up here talking about be my peace. How you gonna bring me peace too? Like, what are we doing? We're neglecting.
You can get that peace too on Sunday.
No,
he don't want to
it's
on
Sunday.
So there's your peace. There's your peace.
Saturday, but on Sunday,
yeah, that's whack. That's whack. That is so whack.
That's hilarious.
I was like, that is so whack. Like, I'm so tired of these crusty ugly. Let me back up. Like,
is
back to the story.
To ask though, just one day to yourself. Is that a lot to ask?
I think that's a lot to say when you don't even know who you're dating. Like, you don't know, you have no idea what I do on Sundays. You know, you have no idea what kind of relationship we about to have. I might make you so crazy, you might not want me to not be there on Sundays. You might want me to be right there with, like, you have no idea. I think that's very interesting.
Presumptuous, right?
Like, okay.
So y'all would make it to 25 years. Like Aaron and Ray.
No.
I mean, definitely hear. I hear your sentiments, Erica. I am very much about everyone having their alone time, even in a relationship, having your alone time.
I think that's credible. I think that's credible, but we have to, on a dating site, you say Sundays are for you to cook for me and be quiet.
Yeah, I think only a woman would feel some kind of way about that. Because it puts y'all in a role that you guys have kind of evolved from.
Yeah.
That means you don't have a career. You're supposed to walk around barefooted and pregnant, I guess.
No, that ain't going to happen because I might not feel like cooking. You might need to go cook, you know?
Right.
You go cook. I'm not going to cook. You know, if you come at me like that, I'm going to do the complete opposite. So when he say be my peace, I feel like those are triggery. So if you tell a woman these things, she's not going to be your peace. She's going to rebel against
definitely red flag.
That we're going to rebel against it because you haven't showed me anything that lets me that he didn't prove nothing to me. He just coming out the gate wanting these luxuries. He might not be worth a damn.
Okay, the cooking part. Go ahead, Brandon.
Yeah, did y'all play that red flag game on Facebook? I think
I just read it.
Wasn't it all good though?
We need to do it for Black Bougie Broad so we can put it all over our social media. So y'all need to run up. Y'all need to run up and submit me something so I could put it together on social media. But Kevin, you were about to ask about food, which I have a whole theory on that too, and I wonder if Johnny's feels the same way.
What, cooking?
That's a luxury.
Was that the trigger? So if he would have left that out,
it would be fine.
Made that statement and said, "Hey, Sunday is just for me to watch sports. Not that you have to cook me anything, or not that you have to shut up, but I like to have peace on Sundays and just watch sports." Would that be as triggery to you?
It wouldn't shut up for me. It's the cook and shut up for me. If he would just say Sundays is for football. You know, if you would say Sundays is for football, you know, then that's good. It was to shut up and cook.
Yeah, because I'd be gone.
No.
I would be gone. He'd be like, well, I'm about to go watch football. After I go to church, I come back, get cute, and be like, I'm going to brunch.
Wow.
Bye.
You need a 2-dimensional.
But you had to speak to say that.
You need a 2-dimensional church outfit from Church Street.
Yeah.
Don't even come.
I don't want this to church. But I feel like as a woman, when we cook for gentlemen, we might pop out and cook in the beginning a little bit to just prove that we can cook. Like, it's just to prove.
Is it a love language for you? Do you feel like it's a love language for you to cook for? Because I cook, so I cook for everybody.
I love to cook. Yeah. I love to cook. However, I learned when we left school and I was living in Portsmouth, I was cooking for guy friends. I was cooking for potentials, and it got out of control. And I learned right then and there, you cannot pull out the cooking for these people because you will be cooking all the time. Like my mama, she cooked all the time for my dad. Love him dearly.
But my mom all the time?
I do, but you can't do that for people who are almost your man or something like that, because you will find yourself cooking all the time. That's a wife thing right there. Like, I'm not gonna keep doing
okay.
That. And so I use premium groceries and expensive butters.
Does that mean I'm not gonna get my Cheddar Bay biscuit?
I am so mad that you picked up on me laughing at you. So I sent him this Cheddar Bay biscuit with the crab cake on the inside, and this Negro Diamond says, "You can cook this for me, and I'll bring the drinks." And I was sitting there. I mainly laughed because the fact that he thought that them things would even last. Because James S. Belton would probably eat all of it before anybody gets a chance to eat it. But we can talk about it. It's just. It depends on. It just really depends on who it is. Because once you start cooking, and people love how you will get exhausted. And I will say, I only dated one man. One who bought my groceries. One. He bought the groceries. He was older.
Hold on. How much older though? 20 years older?
No, I was at the time I was 20. I was 24.
Not
he
23?
He was like 38. But he bought everything.
So where is he now?
I have no idea. I had to say something wild to him because he emailed me at work before I left.
Right. Maurice is right. Cooking class.
Yeah. What's wrong with cooking together?
Yeah, I love to help in the kitchen. I know how to cook.
Well, see, that's different. We were talking about one person cooking. Like, we talk about somebody slaving. But if I really like you, I don't mind. But cooking is a labor of love. Johnny's, come on, jump in, girl.
Is something. I was gonna say cooking together. I don't know. We could do that every now and then, but sometimes people just like to. I'm like, when I'm in the kitchen, I like to be in my own space. Well, if that makes sense. So we could cook together. We trying to do some cute. Like when me and Nick was dating before we had kids, we used to pick once a month. We did pick a recipe and cook together, like something like that. Perfect. But every time I'm in the kitchen and we got to cook together, no, that ain't gonna work. Not for me.
Be like, can you please move just scoot over real quick?
I think the key word for me was wifey behavior. I guess for females, is cooking is a wife duty. For me, I do it all the time, so it doesn't matter.
But see, that's for you, because what happens is when you're dating these gentlemen, what happens to me is it becomes what we call a chore. Depending on who it is, you know what I'm saying? It began to become I'm chilling. I'm thinking I'm going to, and this was more so when I lived in P-Town. That's why I said I had to learn some
stuff. How much are they eating? When you say a chore, how much are they eating?
But I feel like that's an unreal expectation. They was eating before they met you. So how the hell they eating?
Wait. No, baby. When you putting it down in Chinatown and you cooking, and I had at that time, and I'm getting back into it a little bit. At that time, I would only date hefty dudes. I think I told y'all all the dudes I was talking to would break my couch. Like, I got it here in the basement here in Maryland, but they would break my couch because they were all big dudes. But they would come in and bust down the kitchen. They were like, "What you cooking? Did you cook?
What they eat cooking before they met you? They didn't get that weight and that size with you.
They mama."
So they was living with their mamas.
I don't know. There's a lot of big men
who went home for cooking, maybe.
Yeah, they probably not doing it for themselves. It's a lot of gentlemen that may not do it for themselves, but it became a chore where it was like, you know what? I'm gonna hold back a little bit on this whole cooking thing and wait a little bit. Because
they started expecting you to do it all the time. Is that what made it a chore?
Yes. Mm-hmm. And then they didn't even. At one point, I was like, "You want to buy some of these groceries because this is crazy."
But I feel like at our ages now, I think that'll be totally different for you. I don't think that same expectation is there.
All I'm saying is I need a gentleman who I feel like Kevin's gonna say something about this. I just need a man who'll be like, if you gonna cook, let me go ahead and get the steaks or whatever. And then after you done, I'm gonna rub your feet all night. And I'll be like, bet. We can do that. I'm with it.
Mm-hmm. With the shit.
Yeah. Oh. Yeah. Mm-hmm. All right, Maurice, you the sous chef. All right now. Okay. So, I mean, that's just how I feel about the cooking. But if you're a gentleman who knows how to cook for yourself, I think that's amazing. I think that's bomb. That helps tremendously. Because if you out here one of them survival eaters, survival cook, those are the ones. So I asked, you know how to cook? No, I just survive. I'm like, that's
I don't even understand that concept. That's survival.
It's a lot. Yes, it's a lot of men like it is probably a lot of women too. Because I see on TikTok women, the art of cooking is gone. But I'm not even gonna go there. But the art of cooking is diminishing.
I can agree with you. It's not just men, it's women too.
Thank you, Kevin. Because I feel like this is a one-sided.
Hey, y'all just asking me questions. I'm just telling you, I can't speak for the other side. Listen, if the women's ain't doing what they supposed to do, that's on them. But I know for me.
But I mean, because I'm thinking about me, like I know how to cook, and so if I
praise the Lord,
right? If I had a date and we didn't feel like going out, or if I had a wife, it would be nothing for me to get in the kitchen and stir up some groceries. Like, what is that? That's easy.
Wait a minute. So why you want me to cook why you want me to do the crab cakes then?
Because you showed me something I never seen before.
See what I'm saying? Like Erica. Yeah, you'd have been like, Erica, you bring the drink, I'll make the crab. I'll be like, okay, now I got the crab cake.
We make it together.
We gonna make it and see how it works. He's gonna be the main one. I'm over here fixing this. drink. You about done frying that crab cake?
No, maybe he just assumed that you sent the video. I saw the video too. Maybe he just assumed that you already know how to make it, and you know.
I mean, it's very easy. Okay, here we go.
You know, I got a lot. I'm really good at pastas though. I'm really good at pastas.
I told you oodles of noodles.
No, I don't. First of all, wait a minute. First of all, Brandon, I don't eat no fucking oodles of noodles. First of all,
you big man.
Don't do me like that now. I don't eat no oodles.
You know, oodles of noodles is nasty.
It is.
It's just salty. That's all.
It is. Gross. And I ate a lot. Oh no, is it the ramen? Or you think about the ramen, the little joints that's like freezer dry? What is it?
The noodles, are they both nasty?
Is it oodle? Now I'm not gonna lie. My survival last year of school, because I was on a whole nother level last year of school. I would go to the food line. I think it was near your parents' house, Kev. I would go get 10 packs of ramen noodles. For $10, I was killing it, baby. For $25, $30, I was killing it. I had a grocery for a week and a half. But then we would be stupid and go to Cheesecake Factory or whatever on the weekends. We did all that stuff, but during the week, I was killing them noodles.
Right, but were they nasty?
You know, they were. I felt like we just ate. That was survival dieting back then. We was just eating to survive back then. Everybody was.
I think
somebody put a couple.
I don't think noodles were. I don't think they were nasty when I was younger. But now in my adult age, my body cannot process.
Your palate changes. You become more mature.
It's too much salt.
Yeah,
you've made a little money. You've made a little money. Let me tell you, I was thinking about it. I was thinking about this the other day, y'all. And I was going to try it to see if I could still do it. Freshman year and then half of sophomore year. Y'all tell us in the comments what you used to eat when you were either in your late teens, early 20s, or college days. I don't even know if you remember me doing this, Kevin. And Johnny's, I don't even know if you used to come into my room late at night, freshman year, Bobby Hall. I don't really understand how I started this trend, but just thinking about it makes me want to damn throw up so damn bad. But I used to drink the red Hawaiian punch. And when I say I used to drink it, it had to be just super cold. It was a nice tall cup. And I used to eat an oatmeal cream pie. I used to drink the yes.
I do remember that.
And I had to have it like every night. And dare I say,
I can remember you.
Sometimes I feel like I had to have, like, I don't know why this is coming to me. I must have had chips beforehand. Sometimes, like, it was like a sweet, salty type thing. And then I would drink a ton of. Y'all, what the hell was I thinking?
I feel like we were on the cusp of your adolescent taste buds. And, you know, as we got out of college, you kind of passed over that phase and you don't eat any of that shit anymore. But I definitely remember you and them oatmeal cream cookies. Pies.
Yeah.
I remember you chomping them. I definitely remember.
Now you can't even think about cream pie. Oh.
Yeah.
Or even a Twinkie or any of that.
Wait, I bought a oatmeal cream pie this past weekend in North Carolina, but it was fresh made oatmeal raisin cookies with the cream on the inside. I still had to take my time and eat it because it was sugar. It was just, you know.
And I've never liked the Hawaiian punch. It's something about it.
Man, I would tear that mug down. Now I would only use it to make a jungle juice.
Right.
But just straight up drink it. It was the sugar. I don't know. Johnny's, did you used to have anything in your room when you get them little groceries?
Them Capri Suns.
I can't remember, girl. I can't even remember. But Hawaiian punch I know one thing had too much sugar. Too much sugar.
So much
Agreed.
Sugar.
It don't taste like nothing.
But I had it every night, y'all. Like I had to have an oatmeal cream pie and Hawaiian punch at the same time. I mean, then you know what I would do? I would pass out and go to sleep afterwards. Like it was like my night nap. My nightcap.
Snack.
Yes.
My sugar rush was in college when I was introduced to Starbucks, and that was bad.
Oh,
those
really?
Those frozen Frappuccinos would give
you know about those Frappuccinos inside the glass bottle? Erica, do you know about those?
I've seen them before. I don't drink them though, but I've seen them.
Where have you seen them?
I've seen them in multiple places. Why do you say that, Kev?
No reason.
No, go ahead, baby. Go ahead.
Do it like it's your
Go ahead and tell the story. Because Kevin,
no reason.
Used to keep them in those the joints you used to keep in your car, right?
In my car, yeah. I used to keep them in my car. I used to buy a whole tray full of them from the C-store or whatever and keep them in my car. And in the winter months, I would just pop one out of the trunk before we went to our 8:00 class and drink it, and my stomach would be on fire in the class. It would be drumline every single morning.
I didn't have those issues.
I would share them though. I would offer them to Erica all the time, but she never wanted them.
No. I don't drink coffee.
And it curved your appetite. It didn't make me have the BGs, but yeah.
Oh, it curbed the appetite. I might need to start drinking it now. I might need to start.
Don't do
the
it.
Sugar content was really they didn't. Well, we didn't have sugar free there, but the sugar was very high. But when I tell you that thing
kept
15-20 minutes, my stomach would be
Brandon is trying so hard to vibe with you, but you keep bringing up the
beat down. It was great. I used to drink them.
You were lactose. I didn't have that issue.
Yeah, it was something about the lactose coupled with the caffeine because the caffeine was going to speed it up. So 15-20 minutes, it would be in the class. Don't let us have a test or nothing.
Those bathrooms in them public buildings were never safe in college.
Listen, we had a math class. This is all I'm gonna say about it, and we're gonna move forward. I don't know if it was like Cal 2 differential equation. I swear to goodness.
I think
Kevin was like, I'll be right back. I ain't see Kevin to the end of class.
Never to return, right.
You know why? Because I went over to sock wheel and used that bathroom and tore it down. I used to walk right over to sock wheel.
A mess. We'll have to bring up our crazy stories from college again. It would have been so befitting for story time since we just celebrated homecoming. But I'm telling you, we talk about cooking, cleaning. I think all the couples were delightful to see this last episode. We didn't hear anything from Mia, so that was good with her and Gordon. Jesus.
And the mother. Don't leave the mother out.
And the mother. I think it was definitely the Robyn show, which was odd to me.
Yeah.
We didn't even really hear that much from Giselle either, so that was good. Mm-hmm. So we'll see what happens.
But honestly, I feel like Wendy has the best marriage. What y'all think?
She might.
So far. Even with
Karen.
The cheating rumors.
Well, you know what? Mm-hmm. Yeah. They're gonna get down to it next week. I don't think they're gonna bring Nicki Minaj out next week. She's gonna be the week after that.
The last episode, the fourth.
And I was gonna say, I like what's her name? Escala? Is it Escala?
Yeah, I like
Escala too. Yeah,
Escala.
I don't.
But her husband, he doesn't give us anything. We don't know anything about like
he's what real nice. Have. He seems real nice.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ew.
So.
Yuck. Let me tell you something about that damn Sunny D.
It ain't real.
It gave unnatural vibes.
Yes.
It is not freshly squeezed nothing. Sunny D is so manufactured, Maurice.
It's
you
like
trying to
juice.
Look, Maurice said he can't party with us.
I feel like I've drunk Sunny D before.
You have. I'm sure you have.
Yeah. It reminds me kind of like Tang. And,
I can't drink that either.
It seems like it's a little thick, don't it?
It's a little bit thicker than Tang. But you know what? You know what? I never used to drink stuff like you're supposed to drink it. I used to always mix some shit up. So I never made Tang. I mean, I might have made Tang by itself maybe one of those times. But then I started mixing it up with lemonade and Kool-Aid. So I started making lemon Kool Tang, which was really good.
I was gonna say I grew up on Kool-Aid. Like it wasn't all these juices and stuff.
Listen,
no, I don't ever do nothing regular. I always, when you come up, I say, "Would you like a glass of lemon Kool Tang?"
I just feel like that's something about some coochie. I just feel like it's something about coochie when you say that. I don't know what it is, but we went to Biscuitville on the way out. And I asked for lemonade, but this is because me being bougie, I'm thinking about all these other restaurants. I'm thinking about Chick-fil-A. You know, they gave me the pink lemonade out the machine.
But you know, why didn't you ask for one of the ones with the fruit? They got strawberry lemonade and peach lemonade and all this. I
didn't know anything. No, I didn't about at Biscuitville.
Yeah, Biscuitville, yes. They got
she's not a regular.
I was very disappointed, but I will tell you because they got rid of my French toast sticks. Let me tell you what.
I told you about that.
It's been like 2 years. I've been crying ever since. But what they did to redeem themselves is they have a damn cinnamon roll.
Don't nobody want that.
Oh no! I feel like they deep fried that cinnamon roll. It was so good.
I don't want no cinnamon roll.
It was so good. It was juicy. The whole thing was juicy. The whole thing was juicy.
They try to pacify me with that the last time I ordered the French toast sticks. I said, don't nobody want no cinnamon roll. Where is the French toast stick?
You gotta try it. It was juicy. It was really juicy from the rooter to the tutor. It wasn't dry. You know how cinnamon roll get dry at the bottom. Definitely. It was fantastic. If they had threw some powdered sugar on top, I don't know how that works, but if they had just
Hawaiian punch and the oatmeal cream pie.
It's so weird to hear you mention that because I definitely remember you chewing those oatmeal cream pie. I remember one time you was chewing, you was talking to me, and I was like, "Damn, she is taking down that."
Don't even try it. Whatever. I only ate them in the bed, so you had to have come see me while I was in the bed. Anywho,
y'all got bedtime stories?
And now he be just probably sitting there, but I watched the Ready to Love DC episode. They are definitely trying to get the big girl out. It's a vibe that she has in that group that they're not feeling. I feel like she reminds me of somebody we know. You know, she just, her personality is not a big deal, but to the gentlemen, they are flagging her. They did release this one woman who I think might be just a teeny bit socially awkward. And one of the guys she went on a date with, he is a veteran who suffers from PTSD. It sounds like the viewers are going in on him on social media. So she had to post something that said, you know, hey, don't go, you know, because he has PTSD, he has crazy eyes. You know, when he's talking, he's going through it. Yeah.
So Insecure, are we still mad at her outfit? Are we beyond that?
Good question. as a person, I'm fine.
Okay.
As an organization, I am aware that they're going after Insecure as a business.
That was a topic of discussion at homecoming. I heard a lot about that. So
I'm a little, torn by it. So I don't know.
You're torn?
Yeah.
What you torn about?
Yeah, because I don't think anything was done.
But last episode was born.
It was, but you got to think about the intent. And I don't think the intent was to be malicious.
No, it's not. It's just as a business. It sounds as though as a business, they went too far and didn't clear anything, which, again, but like I said, as a person, I'm fine. Like as a business, it's business.
Their intentions were pure. So,
Maurice, you need to answer this question. What's the oddest show y'all watch late at night? What you watching? I am watching all kind of crazy movies on the Netflix.
Y'all know what mine is. Unsolved Mysteries. I watched it. That's my lullaby every night.
I used to like Forensic Files, but not lately.
What you gonna say, Johnny?
I know you've been watching Love and Hip Hop Miami. Love and Hip Hop Miami.
Actually, I am so behind. Catch me up.
I'm behind too, but I saw an episode and the whole episode had me like in tears. I was in here crying when they went to go see The Preacher. Have you seen that episode?
Oh yeah, I did see that.
When
Suki Hana and her
boyfriend. Oh yeah, she was so rude and nasty.
Yeah,
was she cussing and stuff?
Yeah,
I saw that too. I was like, what kind of preacher is this?
Still not rebounded from
the pastor face.
What's wrong, Erica?
Face.
Yeah, he was having a tough time.
Water.
He was having a real tough time.
Well, I think he was the guy was trying to sugarcoat stuff, and she was just raw.
I feel like they both was putting on for television. They know better than to act like that in front of no preacher. Y'all know better than that.
Well,
I'm just disturbed because I can't get over Sukiyani's video she released this summer.
I need to go back and read that.
Oh, you ain't seen Sukiyani? You haven't seen Sukiyana's music video?
Go on and forward it to
you know what, Brandon? I need to find it. We might have to let you watch it live on here.
Yeah. Let me just tell you, Brandon. It just gives you, what is it? What's the BET uncut?
Yes,
it just
Brandon,
gives you BET uncut.
It was too much for uncut. Wow. I would say it was too much.
Well, yeah, that was one thing.
It would have been.
We about to send it to you live on the air, and we need you to watch this so I can let me see.
No, I'm not gonna watch it on live.
We need you to watch it on your phone.
The phone is right here.
That's right. Go ahead. We don't need you to show it. We just want to see your face as you watch it.
Wow, is this her?
Damn, already.
If you all want the link, let me put it in the comments. It's too much. I will say.
Much? I feel like it's in line with her brand. I feel like it's in line with her brand. I just
let me put it in the comments. Y'all are not gonna believe this.
Yeah, it's a little ratchet.
Because I cannot put this on our page. Like,
that's
it's
her brand
impossible.
though. That's her brand though.
But look at Branda's face. So if y'all want to watch it, you can come back to the comments.
It's like a soft porn.
No, it's more than it's a little bit more
it's
than soft.
It's a little bit more than soft. It's a lot of hard things happening on there. Yeah. Look at Branda's face.
Yeah, it's definitely.
So as you continue to watch, it just gets worse and worse
and worse and worse.
Yeah. But I feel like I don't have, it's genius. Ooh. The shock value. She knew it was gonna get people talking. Like, I don't have no problems with it. It's definitely uncut.
It's too ratchet though.
Yeah, you can't put that on.
It went from just twerking a little something to boot tape all naked to literally.
Yeah.
Seeing vagina. It was crazy.
And tongue on vagina.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've never seen a music video like this.
It was too much. I sent it to Kev and Johnny's. They were like,
wow.
Look at Johnny's face. She's like,
so everybody's seen this besides me?
I don't
know.
I think so. Like,
I don't know.
Crazy Sukiana. So when I hear anybody say anything about Sukiana, or if I see a Sukiana, that's all I think about is that video.
Oh, they even got a white girl in here.
It was just, I don't know. So it's real. Is Love and Hip Hop Miami giving you what you need to see, Johnny's? Are you enjoying that show?
Whoa.
I feel like it's entertaining.
Can you hear us, Johnny's?
I could. Okay, what was you saying? Love and Hip Hop giving me what? Is it
giving you what you need? Are you enjoying it? Are you enjoying it?
I'm just watching it because it's recorded at this point. Because I feel like if I was enjoying it, I would be caught up. Like, I'm almost like, okay.
I agree with you. I agree with you.
So what characters do you
recorded,
want them to bring
back?
I
haven't caught up on it yet.
To bring back to Miami.
Yeah.
I can't even remember the original cast.
I like Veronica Vega.
Yeah, I can't remember the original cast either, but they keep changing.
I like Ray J. I wish I could see more of him. I wish I could see more Ray J. And
was he on Miami?
I
thought they were on I thought they were on Hollywood.
Yeah. That's how I know I don't watch.
He's on Miami now. Yeah, he's on Miami.
Oh, okay.
That show seems very fake. Like, it's very scripted.
Gets on my nerve.
No faker than Real Housewives, right?
Who
Real Housewives, the whole show, the whole entire brand of Love and Hip Hop is just
Nori.
But you did see that Real Housewives is now going to be have a cast in Dubai?
Yes.
Can you?
I wonder what that's going to look like.
They said they're trying to have
diversity.
Yes. Yeah, I don't know if that's
okay. We'll see. They're gonna have real money. They better have oil money,
right?
There.
Not Hollywood money, right?
Oil money. Right. Okay.
Deep pockets.
Well, next week is a big one because it'll be probably part 1 of 3 of Housewives of Atlanta. I mean, Housewives of Potomac. Yeah. What is it? The reunion. So Maurice, we're gonna have to get you up here for your birthday, so we can do you like Brandon. Well, see, Brandon, we wasn't expecting to see him on his birthday, and then he popped on at the last minute. So you'll have to watch it and join us next week.
Ask y'all a question.
We waiting on the question.
Yes.
Let me ask y'all a question. From the previews of the reunion, what are you guys looking most forward to seeing? Like, just from the previews, if you have to name one moment that you kind of looking forward to.
When everybody tells Candace that she's team too much.
Boom. That's all I was waiting on. That's it. That was it.
Me and Erica, we already knew.
Are you even? I knew that was gonna be y'all answer.
Yeah, I mean, because it's gonna be,
Kevin,
it's going to be explained out.
Kevin, we waiting on yours since you talking about you knew. We don't know what you gonna come out the box with, so go press play.
Yeah, we need to know so it don't be no surprise. He gonna be acting like it was public knowledge next week.
Right.
I am, I'm most looking forward to seeing. I can't remember which housewife was on something that I was watching, not from the previews, but something that I was watching this week. Some interview on daytime television who said that there's going to be a friendship that comes from the reunion that's unexpected. That's what I'm looking more forward to seeing.
All right, so, it's probably going to be.
Remember if it was Ashley
or it's probably Karen and Giselle.
I feel like it was either Ash, because I saw Ashley host something this week and I saw Candace host something this week. So it was either one of the two of them that said that, but I feel like it's actually Candace and Ashley are gonna become friends. That's what I feel like it is.
Might as well. Little people unite, baby.
Because they have a lot in common that I'm remembering that they're both from the pageant world. They're both that short stature. They both have white husbands. I feel like they have a lot more in common than they realize.
It's gonna be Robyn and Wendy.
What you think, Johnny?
And big foreheads.
Look at Maurice. Maurice said he gonna be in these streets. All right, Maurice. We'll have you pop in.
Maurice.
We done lost Johnny, y'all.
We'll send you the invite and see what happens. Yes, I think Johnny's was having some major delays.
Yeah.
Hey, wee, you a little late. But definitely catch us next week, and hopefully we can talk Johnny's into doing a story time. I mean, I might have to jump back on there with my brother and do another one unless Brandon want to give us a story time. My gosh. Season 3, I know everybody else is standing down in the group, but I have been talking to people. It was a post that I actually put on my stories. It was about the young lady talking about writing men's names on their panties. I got in touch with her, and I'm going to bring her on for season 3 to understand what in the world, what in the hoodoo is that? And are people really doing this? Are women really writing gentlemen's names in their drawers? Like, I'm disturbed by it. And she responded back to me quickly. So I need to actually send her an email tonight. Yes, it was a big deal on my Insta story. So she says she is willing to come on and talk about it.
Where is she from?
That's gonna be good.
I don't know where she's from, but
I think
went viral.
Kind of things are regional.
I like the unconventional. I like it.
Let me send this to you. I'm gonna send it to y'all because it was. I don't know if y'all seen it in my stories, but yes, it was real. And it was about it's in the video I'm sending you all. It's one lady who brought it up, but then there was another lady who basically co-signed for it. The one who co-signed about it is who I got in contact with, and she would love to come on a podcast and talk about these types of things. So I'm like, are people really doing this?
Is you about it?
So we getting ready for season 3. Johnny, are we gonna have a story time from you soon, honey, for our listeners? Lord have mercy. I think she's having some major technical difficulties. Can you hear us, Johnny? I think she's having some.
I think we need to have the Gorilla Glue girl up here too.
I'm sorry.
My head.
I beg your pardon.
It don't move.
I beg your pardon.
I think we need to have her on here.
Okay.
Gorilla Glue. You know her? She your friend?
And let me tell you how it works. I just inbox people.
I have no qualms with it though, but I have questions.
All y'all gotta do is inbox people. Just inbox them. So if it's somebody you want to see on the podcast, help us out. Let's start the conversation with people, and we'll see where it goes. Worst case, they just say no. Whatever. But y'all have a great night. Yeah. There it is.
It's been real.
But y'all have a great night. We'll see y'all next week. Bye.